Yeah, well, my work is quite broad. For most of my career, I've been trying to translate a drug from the bench into the clinic, which, you know, I guess a lot of people don't have the experience of doing this. And some people may think, oh, it only takes a couple of years. Whereas in reality, if you want to do it properly, it may take an entire career. So for me, I started off from a very interesting new angle to try and find out how cells use iron, and to try and design an anti-cancer drug which actually attacks the iron within the cells, because iron is really very, very important for growth and proliferation, and cancer cells, they require a lot more iron than normal cells. So I started off with this pretty basic idea and began to develop it. And this has taken many years of looking at developing a drug, taking a very primitive form of that drug, and then changing it slowly but surely to get a drug which is actually very, very active, very novel, and which actually has quite a few surprising properties. One of which I'm going to talk about today in my seminar, which is about that they can overcome resistance, P-glycoprotein-mediated resistance, which is a huge problem in the clinic. Even more interestingly, we were able to find during these studies, which, as I said, have been for over a long period of time now, 30 years, that these compounds can actually block metastasis as well, which is the spread of the tumour, which kills 90% of patients. So it's a very, very interesting, it's been an interesting journey for me in terms of trying to develop this drug, because I've learnt a lot along the way in terms of many different things, you know, just not drug development, but biology, commercialization, trying to get a drug into the clinical trials where the drug is now. And I'm still not finished, you know. I guess I'm 30 years into my career, and hopefully I still have a few years in me yet, 10 years or so, I guess, maybe a little bit more. So the adventure hasn't finished, so I continue to go forward. Well, I definitely have lots of favourite foods, and Portugal's a very interesting place. It seems to be a fusion of many different cultures. I guess many parts of the world are like this now, but I guess there's kind of like an influence of Spain, of course, and there's obviously the French influence, and then there's the English influence, and I guess even a little bit of Italian influence, which is kind of nice, and it's all rolled up into a very nice package. People here seem to be, it seems somewhat like Australia, they seem to be fairly laid back, which is nice, seem to relax a little bit, but they also seem to work hard too, which is good. So I guess the other thing which I really like is the food. The food is delicious. I had some beautiful fish yesterday, which was really nice. So I enjoyed that very much, and I understand the chicken is really delicious here too. So I'm looking forward to a few more dinners yet.